When I think of Liam, I remember moving in this year. I was struggling to move a couch up 3 flights of Atwood, and I had to keep stopping. Yet suddenly, I looked over and Liam appeared, and he was carrying all of the cushions that had fallen off, without my asking or even noticing he had come. I think this exemplifies Liam's character. He's outgoing and helps without asking for recognition. Be it being 22nd in the entire world at Irish dancing, or a junior cum laude member, Liam manages to stay humble throughout it all. Anytime anyone asks, he always helps, and he never asks for anything in return. I'm so thankful that I've spent the last 4 years with Liam, and I can't wait to see how far he will go. Please welcome our first Last Word Speaker of the year, Liam Snodgress.
It's a lot of people. Okay. Good morning, Hebron students, faculty, and staff. My name is William Heinrich Snodgress, and it is my privilege to be the first last word of the 2025-2026 academic year. For the past 4 years, I have attended Hebron Academy. My time here has been longer than most and shorter than some, but through my time here, I've grown beyond any capacity I could have ever imagined. This secluded community in the Maine wilderness has brought me challenges, friends, and a place to flourish unlike any other institution. At the beginning of the summer, I was faced with the question of what I should write for my last word, a Hebron tradition I looked forward to with a mounting sense of both dread and excitement. I've seen countless students walk up to this podium in this very church and provide their final words of wisdom before embarking on their own college journey. Early in the summer, I decided upon the topic of overcoming the trials of life and enjoying its experiences as they follow an ebb and flow, not unlike the oceans and their waves. At least that's what I thought I wanted to write about until 3 weeks ago. As the warm days, late afternoons, and busy nights passed me by, I continued to meet some amazing people from around the country at camps like the West Point Summer Leadership Experience, the United States Naval Academy Summer Seminar, and the Riverdance Summer Camp in Boston. With every interaction, I began to formulate a question in my mind. Not the same question I'd had at the beginning of the summer, but a new one. A question along the lines of what do I want? This summer, filled with event after event, exposed me to opinions and experiences I've never even considered. Among the frantic beginnings of my Common App creation, I began to wonder about what I wanted for the life ahead of me. Most of my time on Earth, the 17 years leading up to this question, I'd largely served for a myriad of different questions, based upon assumptions I made about others' thoughts on me. What can I do for the people around me? What can I do to be the best person for the people around me? What can I do to make them comfortable? What can I do to support them? How can I mold myself in a way that is convenient for everyone? This series of questions plagued me. I contorted myself and who I was into the shape of myself I thought other people wanted to see, shaving and lumping pieces of who I was to appease them. As I've come to realize, I slowly lost pieces of myself. As a side effect of my obsessive overthinking, I lost sight of what I wanted. Coming into the college process, Ms. Stokes asked me what I wanted in the college I was looking for, what I wanted my degree to be. In all honesty, I wasn't able to provide her with a clear answer. I remember thinking of the plans I had made leading into the college search, my interests, and the vision I had of a biotech degree. But what I came to realize is that my journey was more an amalgamation of others' ambitions rather than a streamlined search of my own. I still wanted to follow those ambitions, yet it felt twisted into something I had to do, not something I wanted to do. There are hundreds of tiny details and moments I can offer as a means to convey the point I'm trying to make here, and I'm certain you've experienced some of them as well. But what I really want to show is the danger of overanalysis and hyperfixation, especially in social interaction. Most speeches have a moral, a lesson, or a factoid about life that the speaker believes is important for the audience to learn. To avoid straying from a tried and true method, I'd like to provide a lesson and my own brand of advice to you. People can always find a way to ask more of you. It's your job to figure out how to make yourself happy first. If you can't make yourself happy, how can you trust yourself to make others happy? You have to truly know yourself and your limits. You have to know your opinions, your hopes, your dreams, and your thoughts, not somebody else's, not the opinion others force upon you. You need to think and avoid being drawn up in the noise. By following the sway of others' words, you may even prevent yourself from finding the group of people most aligned with your original identity. Though it may sound selfish, think of yourself first when it comes to what you want. Don't let other people own who you are. To round about on the beginning of this last word, Hebron is a place full of challenges. But if you look hard enough and stick to your own volition, you'll find a group of amazing friends who support you and allow you to flourish. That I can almost guarantee. I'd like to end today with a quote from my time at the Naval Academy this summer. It comes from the poem Invictus by William Ernest Henley. The final stanza reads, "It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul." Thank you.